ways at me. All right, so Ashley, Elena, Holly, make your ways up here. We'll ask everyone to check out Holly's new footwear.
Yes, thank you for these new shoes. I love them. They say to really understand somebody, you have to walk a mile in their shoes, and I feel very understanding right now. So I have known Emily since she was 9 years old. So I have countless stories of her kindness and what a beautiful person she is. And I'm going to try to get through this without crying. But in my family, we have a saying that goes, the bad in life is guaranteed, but the good is what you make together. And when I see so many people in this room who have come across borders, hundreds of miles, some thousands of miles, it is really evident that you guys make a lot of good together. There is one story that I do want to share that it was just me and Emily, and it was when we were in high school and we were driving around in a car because neither of us wanted to go home. And we were going in circles and we were tackling all the big questions as you do when you're in high school. What does life mean? Does love really exist? All of those things. We were figuring it out for everyone, don't worry. And and so I asked Emily, I was like, oh, like they say true love, like does it, really exist? Like, what do you think? And without pausing for a moment, she said, without a doubt, true love totally exists. I know because of the people in my life. And I think that speaks to just the love that Emily has in her heart, that she's always been willing to share with other people, no matter what. And I have seen just with Yash's family over the last couple of days, that is being returned as well back to her tenfold. And so I am so happy to welcome this family and to gain understanding through these shoes.
Okay, hello. My name is Elena. I had the pleasure of meeting and living and working with Emily in Washington, D.C. shortly after college for a few years. Let me get this oriented. Emily is a person defined by love. Love for her friends, her family, her community, and the world around her. She radiates joy and positivity in a way that is impossible to diminish. It's infectious. She shines, and those around her are encouraged to shine too. Emily is a loving daughter and a sister, and an incredibly loving friend. I don't have time to get into the countless days of laughter, dancing, tears, late-night life talks, office pranks, game nights, and more. But of course, Emily is also a loving partner to Yash. Their support, strength, and commitment shared through their love is aspirational and beautiful, to say the least. To love someone is not just a strong feeling. It's a decision, a judgment, and a promise. Love is an action taken every day. It's a choice. Love is a force as real as gravity, and I can't wait to see the ways that Emily and Yash's love continues to grow, to deepen, and to flourish in this next chapter of their life together.
Hi everyone, I'm Ashley. I also know Emily through our service program, working together, living together. So I know Emily pretty intimately, some would say. And since these two have said lovely words, I've decided to go a different direction and go into roast. Mostly Emily, though. So to be honest, I didn't think Yash was real for a while. Emily would be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go see Yash. And I'm like, are you sure he's real? I don't know. And after I met him, they're almost like, some people were saying the sun and the moon, almost like cats and dogs, like super opposite. Somehow it works. But you wouldn't think so at first. Some tidbits I will share. As we could see, Yash is a great dancer. As we saw last night, Emily once tripped over a banana peel. Emily can listen to the same song over and over. I know we don't talk about Bruno was blasting constantly after Encanto came out, but luckily they both make enough money so Yash can just go into another room. Yash is super adventurous. You saw the little travel thing they did yesterday, super cute. And we were in Ocean City for a bachelorette trip. Emily tried to catch a seagull. Yash loves movies focused on like hard-hitting topics, super real things, like that one doc about James Franco that got stuck on a rock, like that kind of stuff. Emily loves Twilight, and she reads Naruto fan fiction, so. Lastly, Yash is super responsible. A man's just finished his grad degree, got 2 degrees. And one time, me and Emily skipped work so we could finish Big Little Lies. So you can see, they're super opposite, but somehow make it work. They're so perfect for each other. They really balance each other out and make each other the best versions of themselves. There's more embarrassing stories that I could not share because Yash said that we can't share everything. So find me after. I will share all of the juicy details. I love you all and a lifetime of happiness.
Before we start, that was a wonderful speech, and as a token of our gesture, we'd like to return the shoes out of goodwill. So here you go. While you rocked Jigger's shoes, Holly, we think this is even better. The game continues.
Hi, my name's Akshay. We're honored to be speaking on behalf of all of our friends on that table and everywhere else here. So we want to really start out by thanking Yash and Emily's families for putting this weekend together. So let's give them a round of applause for everything they've done. We also want to thank Jigger Mama and Renu Auntie for opening up their home and the entire neighborhood for us. So that was an amazing, amazing time. And to everyone else who helped put this night together, thank you guys a lot. I know this means a lot to Yash, and Yash means a lot to all of us. So on behalf of all Yash and us, thank you so, so much. So I met Yash in the first grade while we're waiting in line to get into class. Ms. Coley had asked him to make me feel comfortable and make me feel like involved. And so I remember during lunch recess, he shared his dani with me, which Auntie had made. It was my first time eating it. It's like an Indian popcorn. And ever since, I've loved that snack. And that's thanks to Auntie there and Yash, who shared it the first time he met me. So thank you, Auntie. So Yash and I, throughout our school's summers, would spend the summers together. I would spend a month in Maryland, and he would spend a month in Toronto. And even during our university, our first internships, I don't know if you want to call this fate or coincidence, were a few miles apart in Markham, Ontario, and we were going to university thousands of miles apart. So fate brought us together continuously on many, many summers, and I'm very thankful for that. That's how I met my best friend and who I'm always thankful for in my life. Yash always makes times for his family and friends, and he prioritizes them, as you can see, with all of us being here today. And so that's one quality about him that we all admire, and we all aspire to be more like him.
Good evening, everyone. For those I haven't met yet, my name is Praneet, and I met Yash back in the 7th grade. For some context, our town that we met in has a very small Indian population. So when a new Indian kid showed up at school, there was nothing about making him feel comfortable. I was staring at him all day. So those first awkward experiences aside, we've been close since, going through high school together, living together in college for all 4 years, and going through life in these past few years after college. I've had a front row seat to see Yash grow into the person he is today, and more importantly, become someone that I look to truly as a brother. He's someone that's pushed me to always be better, whether that was in the school and the classes we were in, the sports that we competed in, or just as a friend. He's someone that many of our friends, and probably many of us in this room as well, have gone to for everything, whether it's advice for life decisions like jobs or relationships, someone you can count on to answer the phone when you just need to pick me up, or the first person to want to celebrate with with us for a milestone in our lives.
Hello, everybody. For those who don't know me, my name is Jason, and I met Yash in college. It was freshman year, the first few days. I was walking around campus, and I saw Yash playing basketball with some of his friends. As I walked by, he invited me to play, which I happily accepted. I remember playing very well and impressing everybody. But enough about me. Yash was so welcoming and friendly, which would be no surprise to anyone here. The other thing I noticed was that Yash is super competitive. And I'd continued to see that competitiveness throughout our friendship in basketball, board games, case competitions, and most recently, pickleball. But what I eventually realized was that this competitiveness really comes from Yash's drive and his passion. When Yash truly cares about something, he works so hard and so smart to get what he wants, and I've always admired him about that. Speaking of competitiveness, Yash has done a great job of finding someone that can go toe-to-toe with him. That person, of course, is Emily. Yash, I don't think I've ever seen you win a board game when Emily has played with us. So. But more seriously, Emily is an incredible person. She's cheerful, caring, adventurous, and has that same passion that Yash has. And we're so happy that they found each other.
So what makes Yash and Emily the perfect couple is that one's weakness is the other's strength. Yash loves to plan all of his trips down to the hour, which I'm personally very thankful for because I do not have the ability to do that, and our Thailand trip would have never happened if he hadn't planned it to the hour. But Emily's spontaneous and happy-go-lucky. Emily's shown him a new perspective, a new way of looking at things, and I truly, truly hope that Emily can teach Yash to like Akshay Kumar's bad comedy movies because I need that really badly for him to like them.
So as we were putting the speech together, we all took a trip down memory lane, just thinking through all of our stories with Yash and all the good times we've had. And I was also reminded of something a good friend of mine once told me about what she was looking for in a partner. She wanted someone that she was in love with, while she could also be continuing to fall in love with them. Yash and Emily, we've seen you show your love for each other in so many ways these past few years. And now here's to this beautiful new couple continuing to fall in love for the rest of their lives together. Thank you all. Have a good rest of the evening.
Like,